Hey there everyone, and welcome back to the swamp. So I am posting this video to show you some of the records that are not staying in my collection that are part of that record haul that that I got today. I spent a good part of my morning there. Didn't get back until I don't know, just before noon. Um, was it worth it? I'm on the fence right now. Some decent stuff. I found a lot, about half I had gotten rid of, but yeah, I'm on the fence. You never know what you're gonna walk into. The good thing is I knew the person that I'm friends with the person that I'd gone to see. She lives about an hour away, and that was okay. Knowing the person kind of helps. But anyway, I'm not going to go through everything that I am getting rid of, but I want to give you sort of a taste of the best of what I'm getting rid of. Now, when I say best, um, I mean I can't the best as an artist, certainly not condition. I have a hard time letting these go, but at the same time, they're just not to my standards. They are scratched. Some of them are. They're not deep scratches, but they're certainly scratched to the point where they are just not up to my standards. So I'm going to show you some LPs that I'm getting rid of, and there was a ton of stuff I'm getting rid of, but I'm showing you just a small handful. And then I'll show you some 45s that I'm keeping that are going in my personal collection. And one that blew my mind when I saw it. It's got a chip out of it, but it is definitely staying in my collection. It's anyway. I'll get to. I almost, like, my heart almost stopped when I saw it. It was just anyway. So these records I'm going to show are ones that are up for sale that I'm selling for. Generally, I sell my records for $1 a piece. So here's Elvis. This one, I actually just got the CD of this album, and just the record itself is just scratched. Certainly worth $1. Maybe somebody starting a new collection, just getting into records again. It's certainly not worth throwing away, but it's just not worth putting in my collection. It's his hand in mine. Like I said, I just picked up this CD for $2 at the thrift store, so I was disappointed. I'm disappointed in a lot of these I'm getting rid of. They're all in the same condition, This one too. This one's just. Yeah, this one's in better condition, but this is from Elvis in Memphis. Okay. This one's, I think, an import of some kind because of the jacket. It's like a paper kind of cardboard. This is Elvis Presley, King Carole. It's in rough shape. The record itself is, it's in rough shape. No deep scratches. If any record collectors out there or Elvis collectors out there see anything you're interested in, I send it to you. Fair warning though that the records are in rough condition. So if somebody out there is interested in any of these, give me a shout out, and I don't know, maybe we'll work something out or whatever, but they're just not in the greatest shape. This one's Elvis, self-titled. One that's not in here I don't think is Elvis Presley's debut album. It's the first American pressing. But it's in one of the boxes. I didn't grab it. This is Kissed Alive. This one. I was on the fence and I took a real good look at it. It kills me to get rid of it. But it's that, and it's just, again, scratched on the original. If anybody wants to see it. Warner Brothers label, first pressing. Here's another Elvis. his Black Sabbath Master of Reality. Another Elvis. And actually, this was in that one. I found that in there. I'm thinking about sending this to probably the biggest Elvis collector I know on YouTube. We'll reach out to him and see if he's interested, if he's already got it. This is a later pressing of, in my opinion, one of the top 10 albums of all time, should be. Surrealistic Pillow by Jefferson Airplane. This is like a second or later pressing. And here's Elvis GI Blues. I think I have this one. This one's in rough shape. You know, somebody who's just starting out, some of these are perfect because they're entry level. Elvis Blue Hawaii, entry level, I would consider them. But I just wanted to kind of go over a couple of 78s I found. This one's Elvis Presley, Any Way You Want Me, and the other side is Love Me Tender. It's a 78. This one is, generally I wouldn't have kept it for myself. This is the Ink Spots, not just the Ink Spots. I'm not a big fan, but it's the Ink Spots and Ella Fitzgerald, and there's a 78. And some 45s I'm keeping for myself. I'm not going to keep all of them. I mean, I'm not going to show all of them. This one is this is from Carl Perkins, Honey Don't. And the other side is Blue Suede Shoes, Carl Perkins. That's an original Sun label. Some Ricky Nelson. I love Ricky Nelson. I have a lot of his 45s. I have a bunch of picture sleeves from him as well. One of these in here, I like nearly passed out when not nearly passed out, exaggerating there, but this isn't it. This isn't the one yet, but this is Elvis. This one's in rough shape. The record's so-so, but there's the picture sleeve, rough shape. Another Ricky Nelson. Where is the one I want to show? I know it's here because you're gonna want to see it. This is. I'm not going to show who it is yet, but I'm going to show. It's got a chip on it, but I'm keeping it. I'm not getting rid of this. It's just shy of it affecting where the music starts in the grooves. So this one is probably the 145 that was worth driving the hour there and hour back. So this one is on the Corral label, the black Corral label. As far as I know, I can double check. This is the first pressing of this album, of this 45. It's by Buddy Holly on the Corral label. It's Buddy Holly, Peggy Sue, and on B side is Every Day. Peggy Sue. Okay, and Every Day. Now, there is damage to it, but any collector, any idiot, any blind person would see that, you know, if I can clean this up, it's a little dirty, they're a little dingy, this is worth that whole entire haul. This is an unbelievable find. A little upset there's a little ding in it, but that's okay. That's all right. Adds character. And you know, that's it. So basically, I wasn't sure where I was going to go with this video. I'm probably, you know, I think I'll end it here. And when I show the records that I bought, which I only kept, probably less than a quarter of the records that were there, I'm keeping for myself. I'll tell the story a little more detail, but it was a day that was probably worth it. Am I gonna make a ton of money? No, I'm not. But I got some records and I can sell them for $1. Who somebody is going to pay $1 because, you know, they're halfway decent. You know, to you know, again, entry level collector. you know, some decent stuff here, some stuff, you know, unfortunately you can't keep the crappy records. Just that's not why we collect. But there is somebody out there that that's going to enjoy them, and maybe when their collection gets bigger, they'll pass them on to somebody else as they get a better copy, which all of us have done as collectors in the beginning. So, and yeah. And I'm going to mention some new subscribers in the video coming up next, and some great stuff I'm going to show there. So as always, be kind to others. Beef.